cars. Big and brawny, but it has brains as well. Then there's its name. It's not car which stands for, and I'm not making this up, ready to rock. These three cars, then, they're the perfect fairground rides in our perfect petrolhead theme park.
I mean, people travel all the way to Florida to look at a man in a mouse suit and watch an implausible train have an unrealistic crash. Why not come here in your car and do this? Whoa.
What a day. I just can't get over James May is the exorcist.
I am surprised to see you two so upbeat about this trip.
Why do you say that?
Well, you're always saying how much you don't like muscle cars.
Yeah, I just say that to annoy you.
All right.
Nobody intelligent admits that they like muscle cars, but secretly, deep down, everybody does. They're like power rock ballads. I mean, if you're driving along with friends and Don't Stop Believing by Journey comes on the radio, you say, this is rubbish, and you huff and puff and turn it off. If you're on your own and it comes on, you turn it up and you sing along. You do.
Chaps, did you know mine only comes with one seat as standard?
Really?
What?
As standard, you get one seat in a Demon. You can opt to have the others put back in, and it costs you $1.
Which seat do they put in as standard?
Eventually, we decided to pull over in our motoring theme park to see which of our fairground muscle rides would be the fastest in a street drag race. So, what I'm thinking is, here, when the lights go green, down, what's a quarter of a mile, just beyond the church?
Yeah, something like that.
Perfect.
What if the police come?
Well, he won't, he's in Beverly Hills. I've seen the movie.
Why can't we just do this on a racetrack or a runway like we usually do?
Because we're here to prove that this is a racetrack.
Detroit is empty now and should just be used for this sort of thing.
Yes, but it isn't a real race. It's an actual race.
No, it is.
It is.
This is where the muscle car was born.
I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
Because Dodge only lent me that car if I promised not to do any drag racing on the road with it.
What?
But it is.
That's what it's for.
I know.
It's literally what it's for.
Yes, I know, but that's the way it is. I'm sorry.
Do you think it's an insurance?
It is. It's because it's
No,
him.
it's
because
not.
They don't want it on the roof.
Who's driving it? Richard Hammond.
You can't drive it.
It's just what they said, and I'm really sorry, so we can't do it. I'm sorry.
We can.
We're not going to do it without that.
Let me think. Yeah, we are. Just
Really
right
gonna-
the way. Right the way off.
One for all and all for yourselves. That's how
Yep.
it goes, isn't it?
Having decided to make the doorway of a barber shop the finishing line, James and I prepared for the race. I'm only doing this to annoy Hammond. I mean, I can't possibly win. Yes, I've got a supercharged V8, but it only produces 720 horsepower. That's 280 less than the Exorcist.
I don't want to sound like you, but the launch control in this car is so complicated. There's a YouTube video about it, and I have watched it, but I've forgotten. Why don't we have a gentleman's agreement and not use launch control?
Well, that might save my clutch, so... Yes, right, we won't use launch control. I've got a manual gearbox.
You can both do it naked for all I care. Just get on with it.
Ooh, look at Captain Cheerful over there. Aircon is off. that was close, but I got a terrible start, so we're going to do it again, May. I'm in first gear.
Whoa! I can't do it. It's spinning its wheels.
You do know you're both too old for this, don't you?
What, for driving muscle cars up and down the public roads of Detroit because nobody else is using them?
Well, Richard Hammond certainly isn't using them.
Since it was 1-1 and we were having enormous fun annoying Hammond, we decided to go again.
What is this, best of 30 now?
Well, what else are we going to do?
Keep going till one of you wets yourselves.
For the next 17 runs, the result was always the same.
Thank you very much.
Come on! Come on!
Give up, buddy.
I'm angry. I'm not giving in, James. One more.
Oh, for God's sake.
I gave him my word I wouldn't use launch control. And I'm simply going to go back on that and not tell him. That was a good gear change. So was that, but there's just nothing I can do to get up with that 1,000 horsepower monster. Finally, I waved the white flag. And then we took a closer look at the savage beating heart of the Exorcist. And that's a standard Corvette engine, basically,
Z06, yep.
with a supercharger plonked on the top. That's there, yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
2.9-litre supercharger.
So the bit they've bolted to your engine is bigger than most European engines.
Yes.
So's the one on mine. It's 2.7 litres.
Yeah, not as big. The point is, Hammond, this is the Exorcist. The job of the Exorcist is to vanquish the demon.
It's like, you remember in the 60s, I think Di Tommaso made a car called the Mangusta, which is Italian for mongoose.
Yes, and a mongoose can kill a cobra, can't it?
That's why they did it.
Yes, but this hasn't vanquished the demon. It hasn't beaten it.
Tell you what, why don't you find a racetrack or a runway somewhere, OK? I'll gracefully bow out, and we can have a race between good and evil. First, though, we decided to find out which of our cars makes the loudest noise. There were, of course, many possible locations for this important test. But eventually, we found one that was absolutely ideal.
What is this place?
Well, obviously it was a theatre. They built it on the site of Henry Ford's first ever workshop. And when I say theatre...
Oh, wow.
So it was in 1925 they built it, when Detroit was just about the richest city in the world.
Well, you can see,
And
look
you
at
could
that.
just build that. And then in the 70s it was converted into a rock venue. So I mean, look at these tickets I've got for it.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top and T-Rex. Wow, what a gig that would have been.
Fantastic.
Sly and the Family Stone, Spencer Davis. Steve Winwood has performed in here. David Bowie performed in here. Blue Oyster Cult, Bob Seger.
This was a serious venue.
Oh, serious venue. And then there were some credit card companies in the offices which are behind that wall, and they said, we need some parking, and just bought it and turned it into a multi-storey car park.
So it
That's
takes the romance
amazing.
out.
It is, I mean, it's sort of staggering. It's the birthplace of Henry Ford's business.
Yeah.
Then a theatre. It's a car park. We can bring some theatre back with our noise test.
Actually, there's a kind of poetry too. It's beautiful.
Precisely.
Not just bringing the poetry, also bringing the decibel-o-meter.
Oh, perfect.
So, you can go and go first.
Why am I going first?
I just said you can go first.
He did. I heard him say it.